Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video. In this video, it will be for Love Island 2023 Series 9 Episode 6. This is the first unseen bits of this series. I'll leave a link down below to Episode 5. But before I get onto this video, of course, yesterday was my 6-year and 4-month anniversary on YouTube. So I was gonna, try and think, I'll do something different, rather than a Love Island video. Like what I eat or something like that, but I just couldn't think of anything interesting to do. So I apologise that I didn't publish it yesterday. Just trying to think, so I'm publishing it today. But within this time, I've done a video for Christmas Eve, video for Christmas Day, review for some more drinks, vlog for New Year's Day / Eve. Whatever, and then of course Love Island videos, but most of this month will be Love Island videos, maybe a few what I eat videos. But without further ado, let's get on with it. So if you don't know about the unseen bits, if you're not familiar with it, basically every Saturday it's sort of like going over all the stuff that's not been shown on the actual TV, because it's only 1 hour each time, for 7 days, but we've only been there 5 days, but it'll be a full 7 days starting tonight on Sunday. And yeah, basically they can't cram everything in, so they just do a 1 hour basically dedicated to all the unseen stuff. So Will spilt some tea, Kai got kicked out of the bed by Danielle. Then the girls, when they were coming in first, they thought the bananas on the shelf or something were like fake dildos, and then the boys were like, oh my god, yeah, as well, you see it. Anna May and Harris were talking about last meals, where she said if you were on death row and you had a choice of choosing a starter, main and dessert, what would you go for? You mentioned a halloumi and she was like, no, that's a put off straight away. I was like, what? Seriously? Halloumi is so nice, I love it. Lana and Ron were talking about crisps and chocolate, are you a savoury person, are you a sweet person? Tanya and Shaq, he was saying about his shoe size. He was saying, I'm size 12, and you know what they say, I don't need to explain the rest. He was like, and here's a weird one. I think Olivia was talking to Will about what things give her the ick. A guy running after a train is an ick for her. Who the hell comes up? She probably comes up with these herself, but how is that a bloody ick? Seriously, the man's probably late for work and you think that's a turn off? Bloody what? I don't know. If you know a person that how the hell is that an honest? Never mind, I'm not gonna carry on explaining. But the microphone that Shaq was wearing was smacking his privates. He said, oh God, as well. Danielle said she was nervous to take her first dump in the island, a number 2 basically. Kai needed to fart, he said, and it was a very silent one, and the guys were like, oh come on Kai, you didn't have to do, yeah. Another ick from Olivia in a VT said she doesn't like when a guy has no pillows on his bed. That is another ridiculous one. That's the first time I've heard a girl say, oh, I don't like a guy when they have pillows on their bed. She said, how are you going to sleep? I mean, yeah, I don't know any person who doesn't have pillows on their bed, because it helps you sleep. Who wouldn't have a pillow on their bed? But then maybe have a blanket, you fold it up, but still, anyway. Harris can do the splits, he showed. Then they were doing a bit of yoga. Danielle was asking Kai if he pees in the pool. It was no comment. And then he was like, would you drink your own pee, or if you were offered a certain amount of money, would you eat your own feces? And Danielle was like, not even for anything, but he said $1 billion or something, he'd eat it. I was like, I mean, what makes them think of these questions? I mean, 24 hours are there for nothing to do, so great telly though. Oh yeah, if you remember from last series with Ekin Su and the whole yellow beanbag curse, it's back again and all. Shaq was well, these were the unseen bits of the Truth or Dare that they were doing, or, well, the dares that we were doing at the start when Tom came in. So, Shaq had to act out his favourite sex position with the Islander he thinks is the best in bed. So he went for Tanya, of course, Doggy was his favourite. Lana, take a ride on the back of the Islander you think is the most animalistic in bed. So she went for Ron. Olivia had to snog the three fittest Islanders, so she went for Shaq, Harris and Tom. Ron had to seductively suck the finger of the Islander you think is the fittest, so he went for Tanyel. Olivia, do a pole dance using the Islander you think is the sexiest as the pole, so she went for Tom. Will, approach the Islander you fancy the most and give him your best chirps, basically, chat up line. So he went to Anime, and he said, my animals are looking for a mum. I don't know if you can help me. I was like, I've never heard of it, so... I mean, but that makes a good pickup. Like, I guess if you're using the same ones, and people say, oh, I've heard of that, that's boring. So it was original. I've not heard of it, so I would have been like, oh, you know. But it would have been a bit off-putting, but fair play to him. It was a good chat line, I think, but wouldn't work on some people, I don't think. Shaq hurt Olivia with the door when he was opening it. Tanya was threading Harris's eyebrows, so she must be very good at that. Whether she does that like part-time or something, or just in her spare time, but he was like, oh, a massive help. And it wasn't hurting him, actually. Harris said he can guess anyone's shoe size, but like he was touching Olivia's feet and just going, 4. And he was like, how did you get that? And then Ian Sterling said, Clark's Kent, as a joke. Then the girls came in and then talking about how well the boys made the bed. I think Shaq did a good job, but like Kai literally just messed everything up. He was like, yeah, that's fine. Harris thought he got a text, the little bling, but he didn't. It was like, oh, no, I don't. Sorry guys, he said. Tom and Anime were doing like ear flicks, but like Anime, well, when Anime was giving flicks to Tommy, he was like, oh, come on, harder, you know. Will was doing animal noises. Harris and Olivia were in the terrace putting like pillows up as a wall. Sort of like thinking, oh, can people see? And then Kai, Ron and Tanya saw, they're like, oh, what's going on there? So they thought they were like kissing or something. And then in the Beach Hut Bonanza, they were doing their best animal impression. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.